Well, in our case, it's really quite simple because today we actually have more demand than supply. We have more customers wanting our SIM cards, wanting to communicate with us than we can actually supply. Our network has expanded, but it still needs to expand much further. Today we only cover 50% of the population, and we can, quite frankly, I think by our calculations, if we cover 70 to 80% of the population, as do our competitors, we can easily and quickly grow in market share. This huge demand that we continue to have every day is attractive to investors. Well, the country has gone through, a bit of a difficult period with the post-election crisis and the civil conflicts that it's had. Well, that, of course, has caused a lot of investors, including the owners of this company and others, to stay in the sidelines to see what happens first before investing more into this business. And I think that's the same for many businesses that are here in Ivory Coast. Okay, well, we've gone through the crisis. It was sad and difficult at the time, but we're through it now. And I think the country has stabilized quite a bit. And the security situation is improving, the political situation is stabilizing. I think, and our investors believe that it's now time to invest. We want to be number one, really quite simply. We think we can also move up in market share easily and perhaps even be number one in several segments of the business. Going back, Comium is a group that grew out of Libancel, Libancel being one of the two operators in Lebanon for a number of years following the Civil War. Okay, and Libancel, well, after it was sold back to the government, the owners of Libancel decided to invest in Africa, other places as well, but Africa, and Ivory Coast being one of them. So in the GSM mobile business, back in 2003, we invested in Sierra Leone. Liberia first, then Sierra Leone about a year after. And in 2007, we invested in Gambia, and we also launched operations here in Ivory Coast. And of course, we're looking for new licenses and so on to keep the business going and growing. So we launched here commercially in 2007. So we've just passed our 4th year anniversary, and we've fortunately had horrific growth since launch. We've quickly acquired, we're now over 1.6 million subscribers, and we're still growing, I think, at a rate of around 10 to 15% per year.